He won't be able to come to the party, is he? He won't be able to come to the party, is he? You can play video games if you finish your homework. You can play video games if you finish your homework. After 5 nights they are not salesmen. After 5 nights they are not salesmen. You can approach daily. You can approach daily. We are not normal. We are not normal. Can't they connect every month? Can't they connect every month? Did you meet him before he became famous? Did you meet him before he became famous? I don't notice anything special about the subject at hand. I don't notice anything special about the subject at hand. The president made the speech. The president made the speech. I eat fast. I eat fast. Wouldn't it add at dawn? Wouldn't it add at dawn? I had never seen the ocean before and it was breathtaking. I had never seen the ocean before and it was breathtaking. I'm planning to visit my grandfather next weekend. I'm planning to visit my grandfather next weekend. I will watch TV. I will watch TV. Could ride. Could ride. Takes 2 weeks. Takes 2 weeks. Are there grandchildren watchmen? Are there grandchildren watchmen? I ate cereal for breakfast. I ate cereal for breakfast. His nephew is an auditor. His nephew is an auditor. Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please? I have some friends living in New York. I have some friends living in New York. I have a lot of work to do today. I have a lot of work to do today. He was writing a letter to his friend who lived abroad. He was writing a letter to his friend who lived abroad. Common rituals. Common rituals. What is your favorite sandwich filling? What is your favorite sandwich filling? The champion was very tired. The champion was very tired. They usually go on vacation in the summer. They usually go on vacation in the summer. I have a lot of hope. I have a lot of hope. Yellow is my favorite color. Yellow is my favorite color. Forcing ourselves is the only way to achieve perfection. Forcing ourselves is the only way to achieve perfection. You may not be able to analyze it right away. You may not be able to analyze it right away. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Should it always be removed? Should it always be removed? Can you help me find a good book to read? Can you help me find a good book to read? I'm going to buy a new car next week. I'm going to buy a new car next week. I found a reason for me. I found a reason for me. He helped his friend with his homework. He helped his friend with his homework. Too crowded. Too crowded. Shouldn't they be encouraged? Shouldn't they be encouraged? After a month you are not a driver. After a month you are not a driver. If you eat too much junk food, you will gain weight. If you eat too much junk food, you will gain weight. Did you see a shooting star before that night? Did you see a shooting star before that night? Your brother was the producer. Your brother was the producer. I have never had such delicious food before that restaurant. I have never had such delicious food before that restaurant. I'm thinking of starting a new exercise routine. I'm thinking of starting a new exercise routine. He stayed in the hospital for a week after the car accident. He stayed in the hospital for a week after the car accident. We must act quickly. We must act quickly. He had studied architecture for years before deciding to become a painter. He had studied architecture for years before deciding to become a painter. We were waiting for the bus in the rain. We were waiting for the bus in the rain. It could be a doctor's appointment. It could be a doctor's appointment. He wakes up early in the morning. He wakes up early in the morning. You don't get burned often. You don't get burned often. Players will rehearse for the play for weeks. Players will rehearse for the play for weeks. Didn't we check? Didn't we check? Will he be an air traffic controller? Will he be an air traffic controller? Can't I call? Can't I call? Is my grandson a geologist? Is my grandson a geologist? Actually, I work with John too. Actually, I work with John too. He is a knowledgeable scientist. He is a knowledgeable scientist. I can visit my family next weekend. I can visit my family next weekend. Didn't we agree on the sunrise? Didn't we agree on the sunrise? They had eaten before going to the movies. They had eaten before going to the movies. He didn't pass the exam, did he? He didn't pass the exam, did he? Does not continue. Does not continue. Should we go to the gynecologist after 3 a.m.? Should we go to the gynecologist after 3 a.m.? The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. We must pay attention to the environment. We must pay attention to the environment. They're building a new house around the corner. They're building a new house around the corner. Will he lie after 4 months? Will he lie after 4 months? You were not arrested 5 months ago. You were not arrested 5 months ago. Aware of the situation. Aware of the situation. Cancel. Cancel. Do they need to be sure after a week? Do they need to be sure after a week? Then I may not be organized. Then I may not be organized. We were determined to finish the project until the very end. We were determined to finish the project until the very end. No clean towels in the bathroom. No clean towels in the bathroom. We were enjoying the beautiful sunset on the beach. We were enjoying the beautiful sunset on the beach. It cannot be done this way. It cannot be done this way. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. They pushed their limits to win the match. They pushed their limits to win the match. I have to skip to another meeting. I have to skip to another meeting. But you need a social security number. We have to account for it. But you need a social security number. We have to account for it. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? We question. We question. Were her grandchildren carers? Were her grandchildren carers? I love your new bro suit. I love your new bro suit. Speaking in public is difficult. Speaking in public is difficult. I was trying. I was trying. We'll buy a new laptop. We'll buy a new laptop. Let me see yours. Let me see yours. We can be truck drivers at dusk. We can be truck drivers at dusk. We must not steer at dawn. We must not steer at dawn. Not all guests responded for the event. Not all guests responded for the event. He is a veterinarian and takes care of sick animals. He is a veterinarian and takes care of sick animals. Could it be a window cleaner at sunset? Could it be a window cleaner at sunset? When it's your turn, take your shot. When it's your turn, take your shot. Shouldn't they be marketing every month? Shouldn't they be marketing every month? Will they be chefs later at 4 p.m.? Will they be chefs later at 4 p.m.? After 4 weeks you will step up. After 4 weeks you will step up. Did he send it at 5 the night before? Did he send it at 5 the night before?